Many years ago, as a filmmaker, I developed an interest in interactive technologies. As I began to work with them, I realized that they had great potential for opening up new kinds of learning experiences for young people. They offered an alternative to some of the traditional approaches to education that did not work for me as a youth. As a result, for over 15 years, I've been committed to finding ways to capture kids' natural interest in learning and engage them more actively and productively in the learning process. Lucas Learning reflects my own passion for learning as it creates products like this one. DroidWorks explores rich content in an immersive and entertaining environment as it engages the player in constructing droids and then trying them out in challenging environments. I hope you enjoy the experience and that it will contribute to your own lifetime of learning. George Lucas. The first Lucas Learning game in Bezwagi. Let's go! Yeah, that's the game. DroidWorks. I don't know what this game is. I'm pretty sure it's about like building droids, but also it's like a kid's educational game. So let's do it. Ba 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 ba. I'm not gonna mute this. DroidWorks.
Freedom in the galaxy continues. Rebel spies have learned that the evil Empire has built a hidden droid factory somewhere on the planet Tatooine. It is there that Imperial engineers are building an army of assassin droids.
Oh no.
Once completed, these dangerous machines will terrorize the galaxy. The Rebel Alliance must find this secret factory and reprogram the assassin droids. To accomplish this mission, the Rebel leaders have selected one of their most trusted agents.
A trusted rebel agent who's good at reprogramming assassin droids. I have no idea who that could be. It's probably going to be me, the player character.
My word, this disguise looks quite good on you. I hardly recognize you. This young rebel makes an excellent Jawa, don't you agree, R2?
Oh no, I'm short!
R2 is right. Now that your disguise is in place, we should begin immediately. You have been chosen for a very important mission. Fortunately for you, we are here to assist you.
Oh good.
Yes, R2, I was coming to that.
Hello there.
This is Hola Cammy. You may call her Cammy for short.
Hi,
Cammy
Cammy.
can provide you with help and hints if you have difficulty during your mission. I'm sure you'll find her quite useful. Don't interrupt, R2. I was just getting to that part. We shall fly to Tatooine immediately. You will pose as a Jawa droid builder, and we will be your droid servants. With the help of your Jawa disguise, you must first gain entrance to a giant sandcrawler, where you will learn how to build droids. Once you've learned the secrets of droid building, you must create a droid to infiltrate the droid factory and reprogram the assassin droids. The planet Tatooine is a simply dreadful place. There's nothing here but sand and rocks and Jawas.
Greetings. I am Wimatika, Jawa clan leader of this sandcrawler. I hear you are an excellent droid builder, but that you lack experience.
Oh, yes, indeed. This Jawa is quite good. I can certainly vouch for that. Why, just look at me. I'm in prime condition.
Silence, foolish droid. Be quiet or I will have you sold for scrap.
Oh, dear me. I believe I've upset him. I never did get along well with Jawas.
Fortunately for you, I need a new droid maker. Follow me. This is the workshop where you build droids. Would you like for me to show you how to build and deploy droids before you get started?
Yes. I just need a moment to absorb all the information I just received. So, I am a rebel agent, posing as a Jawa droid builder, who is apparently quite good, but lacks experience. Although, my disguise is that apparently I've either built or maintained 3PO and R2. Okay, yes, please show me what to do, Wimatika.
Wimatika will show you how to build a droid in the workshop. This is the holographic design grid that is used for building droids. In the workshop, your droid exists only in virtual space. It does not get constructed until you deploy it from the mission map. There are two building modes to choose from: tread-type droids and droids with legs. Depending on which mode you choose, there are different parts available. Now, let's build a completely new droid. By clicking on each of these part category buttons, you see the different parts that are available to build your droids. Heads, arms, locomotion, manipulators, batteries, and torsos. Begin by choosing a part and dragging it onto the holographic design grid. Click on the grid to place the part. Notice that each part has a connection point in the shape of a small square. Make sure these squares match in color when connecting parts together. Otherwise, your droid may not deploy properly. Continue to do this with each part until you build a complete droid. Carefully select each part to make sure that your final droid has the abilities it needs to successfully complete your chosen mission. This is where you can name your droid. When you're ready, you can save it or load a previously built droid. If you change your mind, type in a new name for your droid. Then, click the Save button. If you are unhappy with a droid part, send it to the scrap pile for recycling. Just click on the part you don't like with your mouse. Move it over to the recycling bin and let go. As you can see, each part has a picture. When you want specific information about a part, check here. When you want to find out information about your entire droid, activate the Droid Info tab. And if you want to double-check what the goals are for the mission you have chosen, just click on the tab marked Mission Goals. Once you've built a droid, add the finishing touches. This button switches from building mode to painting mode.
Painting?
Click on a color. Notice how the cursor changes into a paint bucket. Move the paint bucket over to the droid on the design grid and click on a section that you want to paint a new color. You can paint each section of your droid a different color. Now, let's click on the build mode icon to return to building droid. The holographic design grid is three-dimensional. To get a better view of your droid, use the arrow keys to rotate it in any direction you wish.
Oh.
If you want your droid to return to its original position, press the red button in the center of the arrows. This resets the droid's position on the design grid. To zoom in or out from your droid, move the slider bar in either direction. And now for the best part of all. It's time to test your droid. Put your droid through its paces by clicking on the lever below. If you want to see your droid dance to a different tune, click the button marked with the musical note.
Whoa, look at him go!
Uin Matika strongly recommends that you test your droid out at the Jawa Droid Training Facility. All wise droid builders go there first. At the training facility, you can learn to control your droid and test its special capabilities. Press this button when you are ready to go there. When you're ready to deploy your droid on a mission, click on the Mission Map button to take you back to the mission map. This button takes you to the Computerized Information and Data Expert, INDEX for short, where you can conduct scientific research that should help you complete your mission.
Scientific research?
You can also get to INDEX from a mission with the help of Cammy. To become a master droid builder, you will need to refer to INDEX often. This is one of your most helpful tools. If you have any questions or need help with anything, your droid C-3PO will be able to help you. He never seems at a loss for words, and he has no doubt been recording this entire conversation for you in case you need to play it back in the future. If you get tired of building droids, just click on this button to return to the options screen. Your progress is saved automatically.
Oh, that's nice.
If you need further help with some of the buttons, just click on the question mark and your droid C-3PO will assist you. Let us return now to the workshop where you can build your droid.
Alright! This doesn't look like the workshop. Oh, this is the main menu. Okay, kind of weird to go through the tutorial first, but this is fine. Cool. Time to build my own droid. Ooh. This gives me an idea. Ah, I like the look of this so far. There's not much of a neck in place, but I believe I have successfully built my very first droid. Ta-da! What was the next step? Coloring? Let's just make everything red. Hooray! I've done it! Okay, there's a mission here. Pass through security exit door, droid requirements, treads and wheels. Ah, I've messed up. You are about to switch building modes from legged droids to tread and wheeled droids. The droid parts currently on the design grid will be recycled. Ah. Well then. I guess I should have read the requirements first. What are these parts? This all seems very intuitive so far. This does not feel like that should go there. Oh wait, that's not the right. There. Oh wait, did I just add... No, these are legs. This is torso. Okay, so this torso does not connect to these legs. That's fair. I guess these legs are kind of an all-in-one torso anyway, right? Astromechs don't usually have anything more than a head on top of them. Aha! Look at that. I put two pieces together and I am now finished. Let's call this guy G01. That's a 9. 1. Cool. So he can dance. Oh yeah, he can dance. What did he say about which button to click next? This one?
Greetings! Welcome to one of the most important areas of our Jawa Sandcrawler. This is the Computerized Information and Data Expert, or INDEX as we Jawas call it. Here you can do research that will help you complete your mission. Would you like Wimatika to show you how to use INDEX?
I don't know, Wimatika, your last tutorial was kinda long. How complicated could an index really be? Inclined plane observation. When an inclined plane is longer and has a more gradual slope, less effort is required to move the object up to the next level. The droid must push the heavy crate a farther... Wait, is this just physics? Yeah, okay. I know physics. I can do that. I've been to school. I already know all this. EarthQuest. Is it easier to lift your bicycle onto a high curb or push it up a curb ramp? Why? How did ancient Egyptians build the pyramids? Okay, this game is breaking my immersion. Internet connection. Oh, I don't have the internet installed. That's fine. Find topic. Go to last topic. Return to workshop. Let's see what topics we've got here. Law of conservation of energy. Yep, this is just science.
Yes, science!
Sandcrawler training facility. Your droid has no power. You must add batteries to your droid before trying to deploy it on a mission. Check the droid info card to see how much power your droid can hold. Okay, droid info. G01, 75 kilograms. He's magnetic. Medium durability. Low arm strength, no right arm. Top speed is 25 kilometers per hour. I don't think I've ever seen an astromech go that fast. Power usage high, power 0%. What's the difference between these? Small battery, medium battery, large battery. Well, let's just put in a large battery then. That's only 60%. Put in a medium battery. That's 30%. So is this one 10%? Cool, he's got all the batteries. Let's deploy him to the testing facility, I guess.
Welcome to the Sandcrawler Training Facility. This is where droid builders like you learn how to control the droids they build. Let's start by learning how to move your droid. Use the up arrow to move your droid forward and the down arrow to move your droid backward. Your droid always moves at its maximum speed. If you wish to slow it
I
down,
don't-
press the shift key at the
I
same
don't
time
s-
you push one
oh.
of the arrow keys, and you'll
Oh, it's
droid will
arrow
slow
key.
down to a
Oh,
walking
arrow.
speed.
Okay.
This also conserves battery power.
Okay. The last menu, the arrow keys were like buttons you click with your mouse. So it's I was not ready to then use arrow keys on my keyboard. Okay, this is fine. So then shift to go slow. Okay. That's like half speed.
If you forget how to move your droid, double-click on the button marked with a question mark, and a list of key commands will appear.
This button? Ah, here we go. Alright, up, down, left, right, walk, alt, sidestep, is that... Okay, alt does not appear to be working. This droid probably just can't strafe. That's fine. Use left arm, use right arm. L or A? Okay, well, I thought this droid had an arm, but I guess not, because nothing's happening. X to jump. Okay, this droid can't jump. Spacebar to talk. Let's talk to this Jawa.
Welcome, droid, to the Sandcrawler training facility. I am glad to see a droid builder taking the time to practice. Most builders rush out without learning the ropes first. They get their droids into a heap of trouble, and their droids end up in heaps. It's very sad.
Yeah, I mean, this game seems very unique, so I should definitely learn how to control it. What do I do here?
This is where droid builders learn to control their droid.
I've learned that.
Learning how your droid reacts to each of the activities will help you in the training missions. If you want to get started, I'm sure your flying companion droid could show you around.
Thanks.
Anything else?
How do I return to the workshop?
When you're ready to return to the droid workshop, just look for the exit door. The same door will appear at the end of all the training missions, too.
Thanks.
Anything else?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, droid.
Thanks, random Jawa. Okay. So, exit door. Is that just the door I came in? Oh, there's like some weird texture warping going on the door. There's buttons here. Can I interact with those? Oh. Aha. Okay, cool. So, oh, mission map. Here we go. Okay, there's 8 missions. This shouldn't take me that long to get through. Get your droid through the security door at the top of the cliff. In the area nearby, there are objects that can help your droid reach its goal. The speed and weight of your droid are important factors. What is the speed and weight of my droid again? 75 kilograms weight, 25 kilometers per hour speed. I don't see a reference for how much I should have.
Hello, I see you have found the mission map, young rebel spy. Oh, I mean Jawa. When the cursor is in the shape of a question mark, click anywhere on the screen, and I shall be delighted to impart any relevant information I have stored in my memory banks. If you wish to see Wimatika's explanation of how to use the mission map, simply click on the button directly below my image again, and Wimatika will reappear and give you a full tutorial.
Okay.
Here, you choose missions to try out the droids you build. Each mission is marked by a circle. To choose a mission, click directly on a circle, like this.
Yeah, okay, I can get... I understand,
Be
Wimatika.
sure to read about it in the mission briefing area.
Yep, I'm... Okay, I'm not 5. I do understand how to choose missions.
You need to know in order to
Can I... Okay, escape can skip that. That's good. What is this? Mission briefing? I've just read that.
Do forgive the interruption, but I'm afraid you have not yet watched the mission preview for that particular mission. Once
Oh.
you have done so, you'll be free to deploy your droid.
Oh, so I have to hit the glowing
In
button
this training
first.
mission, your droid needs to get through the door at the top of the cliff. Depending on your droid's speed, traction, and strength, you'll need to use either a few or all of the objects nearby to help your droid reach the top of the cliff. Use Index to help you better understand how inclines work.
Whoa,
When you
what
complete
is
the
that?
mission, you will be awarded the ranking of apprentice and receive the reward of a Cybot Galactica Good luck.
Ah. Okay, so I complete mission to get new part. Then that's good. I like some progression. I really did just build the absolute most basic astromech droid. Alright, let's go! He is zooming! I do not think this thing should be this fast on this type of sand, but, well.
It's kind of dark and scary in here.
Oh no. How scary. Ah! It's the thing. I saw you on the mission briefing. What do you do? Nothing? Can I talk to it? Well, I don't know what I expected, honestly. Zoom, zoom.
You must get through the door at the top of the cliff. Look around the area to see if there are things that might help your droid. Good luck. I know you'll rise to the occasion. If you need further information, my data circuits have located some information in Index that may be of help to you.
Aha! I appear to have found a slope. And I cannot climb this slope. I doubt that any droid could climb that steep of a slope anyway. There's a box here. Is that really 50 tons of weight? Did I just push it? Ah. Okay. So this droid is very strong. Do I push the box up the slope? That doesn't really make sense because I can't go up this slope. Oh, there's another button over here.
There's another incline. This just keeps getting better and better. Each incline has a smaller angle of incline. I'm inclined to think that will help your droid.
Yeah, and I'm inclined to incline the incline. English is such a great language. Sorry, not English. Basic. We're speaking basic, because this is Star Wars. Well, there ought to be more buttons around here somewhere.
Incline number 3 is now sliding into place.
Surely this one is, gentle enough that I could go above it. Ah! Okay. So I think my first guess was right then. If I pushed that box there and it fell there, then that would make a bridge for me to get over. That's not too hard. Okay, this box is not gonna go up this cliff. That's a shame. Is there a slightly smaller box, perhaps? Hiding in one of these dark corners that are so scary for Cammy to go through?
Yikes! That is one big incline.
It appears that I must, in fact, use all of the objects in order to progress this mission. Although I wonder if I had built a different droid with different treads and whatever, if I could have actually pushed it up one of the other inclines. Oh, there we go. It just snaps onto the slope. That's a little basic, but this was an old game, so it might have been perceived as impressive for the time.
Congratulations! The mission is complete. Your droid certainly proved to be well constructed. R2 would like to add that you are an excellent droid builder.
Oh, thanks, R2.
Yes, R2. The droid is being sent back to the workshop. I'd much prefer a brisk walk to that vacuum tube. Oh my, I hope they don't point that vacuum tube in our direction. Cammy, mission results, please.
You complete completed the training mission. Looks like you were ready
Woohoo!
for this sort of work. Try building a new droid and completing the course again. If you do, you'll earn a higher ranking and you'll add a new droid part to your inventory. You'll make Master Droid Builder before you know it.
Okay. Does the mission change when I play it again? Because I'm not going to replay it if it's the same every time. Okay, it does look like the requirements change to legs. And then there's apprentice, designer, and master. So if I do every mission 3 times, then that's actually 24 missions. Legs time. Yes. Is there no way to save? Oh yeah, here it is. Load save droids. Okay. Well, I probably should have saved the droid before I scrapped it, but whatever. Let's see. This pair of legs looks like it would be good for pushing a heavy box up a slope. Let's see, we'll give him a nice, strong torso. And 2 very industrial... No, those look puny. Give me that. I need strong arms. Big, strong droid arms for pushing big boxes onto big slopes. Those hands look small. Stop moving. Give me that. I don't really like these claw-looking things. Like, surely there's better graspers that I could put onto these droids. Oh well. I also don't really like this head. Oh, there we go. I will call this one Bob Bert. Let's see, let's give him a bit of color. It can be purple and red and whatever that color is, and that one. There, he's perfect. Save?
Do forgive the interruption, but I'm afraid you have not yet watched the mission.
But I know this mission.
Pika is glad to see you have come back to better your ranking.
Okay, what
Your
changed?
droid part inventory must be growing nicely as a result of your efforts. As before, in this training mission, objects nearby are the key to getting your droid.
Okay, shut up, Jawa. I bet I can do this. Oh, I forgot batteries. Of course. My one weakness. Just give him a couple of large batteries, he'll be fine. Launch. What do you mean he has no power? I just put batteries in there. Can I not put large batteries in for some reason? Alright, whatever. I don't need to understand the battery mechanic as long as I can add batteries, period. That's quite the goofy walk cycle. Yeah, this looks like the same mission. I can jump, though. Not very high. And gravity seems very, very heavy.
It's kind of dark and scary in here.
I don't remember which way I went last time. Probably this way, because there doesn't seem to be anything else around here. Ah, this droid can strafe by holding Alt. That's nice. Oh, there's no box to begin with here. There's no boxes anywhere, actually. I guess that might be why I needed legs, so that I can jump instead of pushing boxes. Can't even jump up there. I still have to have all of the slopes before I can walk up. Jump!
I won't make a sound.
Alright, I have determined that I cannot cross this gap. Abort mission! Bobbert is a failure. Would you like to attempt this mission again using the same droid? No! He failed. Can I just move on to mission 2? This droid needs treads or wheels and to be magnetic.
This training mission poses an attractive problem. Find a way to get your droid across 2 moving conveyor belts filled with crates. Magnetic trams above these belts pick up the heavy crates containing magnetic materials. Be careful, they might pull your droid right off the ground. Understanding which materials are magnetic and which are not may help you. Index can help find this information. As you build your droid, be prepared to drive it up steep ramps and push heavy objects out of your way.
There's that dinosaur again.
And you'll be given the rank of apprentice and receive the reward of a
Alright. Oh, I forgot batteries again. I really gotta stop doing that. Alright, mission 2!
Here we are, partner. Let's see if we can find those conveyor belts and electromagnetic trams that the mission briefing spoke about. I'll be
Oh.
right behind you.
Ooh, what's that? Okay, I grabbed it. What's a battery? Are these missions actually going to be so long that I actually have to find and pick up batteries, though? Because that would seem a bit ridiculous. That was a TIE Interceptor! Wow. This game has, like, ambience. I think ships flying across from overhead would count as ambience. That's really cool, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sound sarcastic. I'm just a little surprised to see it just casually flying around above Tatooine. I mean, without things like that, these Tatooine environments look very basic. Like, it's definitely got a Beggar's Canyon vibe going on right here. This is a kid's game after all, so it doesn't really need to have, like, crazy over-the-top set pieces. But it's nice to see a bit of extra visual flair. Ah. Magnets. I cannot look up any further than this. And my giant droid head is definitely in the way. Okay then. Ah! I've been grabbed! Alright. Where did that magnetic box go, though? I might need that. Oh, it's... Oh, I see it. It's been taken over there. Alright, I hope I didn't need it then.
Good job. My
Thanks!
sensors detect conveyor
I don't know what I
belts carrying
did.
magnetic materials up ahead. They must be the ones we're looking for. Be careful getting your droid across. Those electromagnetic trams look strong enough to lift a Bantha. Maybe those crates of magnetic materials will come in handy somehow. Here's an attractive idea. Contact Index for more information about magnetism.
These conveyor belts are really loud.
Whoa, that electromagnetic tram really took you for a ride. At least you didn't end up in a garbage smasher.
Garbage smasher. Yep. I suppose a garbage smasher would likely be the worst fate a droid could imagine. Let's get this crane out of commission by using a box? Question mark. Go.
All right, you made
I
it
did
across
it.
the tracks.
Battery. Grab. Hooray. Hello, Jawa.
Hello, droid.
Do you know anything about the hidden droid factory?
Know anything about the hidden droid factory?
I can speak!
No, and I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Well, that wasn't so bad.
Well done. You completed the mission, and the droid you built performed quite well, I must say. R2 offers his congratulations as well. There goes your droid back to the workshop. Quite right, R2. That vacuum tube is a perfectly horrid means of transportation. Come along, Cammy. This is no time for delays. Show our young rebel spy, Jawa, the mission results.
You completed the training mission. Looks like you were made for this sort of work. Try building a new droid and completing the course again.
No! Oh wow, that is a lot of extra requirements. Okay, maybe I'll go through every mission on Apprentice once, and then I'll see whether or not I want to do them again. Let's see, open sesame. We need to lift a heavy block, pass through a security door, grab and tug ability. Do I have that ability with this droid? Okay, I only have one arm and it's low strength, so I don't think that I could lift a heavy block with this guy. Let's see what else I've got here. Load strength, lightweight, 135 kilograms or left, not equipped with fine manipulation. Okay, so that's high strength, but I don't have tugging and pulling. I think I'm going to need a torso with multiple arm capabilities. He's beautiful. Okay, mission 3, let's go.
Should you choose
Shut up.
The main goal in this training mission is to lift the heavy block and pass through to the other side. Unless my scanners are shorted, I believe there's some type of pulley device directly overhead that could help. My data circuits have done a search on Index and pulled up some information on pulleys. Check it out, partner.
Ah, yes, the pulley device. Okay, the device is attached to block, probably. Maybe not. Why can't I move when it's going down or up?
The hook is now attached to the heavy block.
Okay, that's good. Let's just jump over here.
Watch out! Your droid's taking a beating.
Oh! Yep, there's fall damage in this game. That's unfortunate. Why does this room exist, I wonder?
You found a pulley. This should come in handy.
Ah. Alright. Where do I attach this pulley?
I don't think that works.
Well, then why did I pick it up? No, I know what she means. It doesn't work here. It's got to work somewhere else, of course. What is this?
Well, hello there. What can I do for you?
Explain to me what this texture means. Okay, well, Cammy isn't as useful as she thinks she is. This is just a battery.
One large battery now in your inventory.
Yep. That's not exactly the thing I'm looking for when I'm going to explore around here. I'm looking for where to put the pulley. I highly doubt I'm going to need extra batteries in any of these missions. I'll pick them up anyway, just in case. Well, the floor collision seems a bit generous. My hitbox is huge. Aha, what is this little can of paint and wrench doing over here?
One oil can is now in your inventory.
Oil can? What is that for? Really? You gave me this question mark button to ask questions about things, and then you don't have it work on the things I want.
I'm feeling much better now.
Okay, so that just repairs damage. I think I'm starting to get the gist of this game now. You can wander around and explore to find things that you're probably not going to need unless you're wandering around exploring. Once you find the parts you need, you can just solve the puzzle and be done with the level. Now, let's give the game some credit. This is only Apprentice difficulty. if I were to play these levels again, there might be some changes that actually make exploration meaningful. Okay, does pulley go here?
I don't think that worked.
Why not?
Try raising the hook up before you switch out the pulleys.
Ah, that's a good hint.
Pulleys switched.
Okay. So now we can lift the rock with this other pulley, then.
The hook is now attached to the heavy block.
So now can I do it? Okay, it doesn't work that way. I was assuming that the heavy block would be like a platform I had to ride to get over to that roof,
Your droid's taken a beating.
but I'm now wondering if instead there's an elevator inside this building I have to take instead. Or a slope I could walk up. That's just as good as an elevator in most cases. Hello, Jawa.
Oh, hi. You scared me. For a minute, I thought you were an assassin droid.
Do I look like an assassin droid to you?
Thanks. Goodbye. It was nice talking to you.
No, it wasn't.
May the Force be with you, because gravity's against you. Come back if you have any other questions.
This game seems to have a lot of different ways to tell the child playing it what to do, which is a very good thing for a children's game.
Hooray! You did it!
I wonder what a game like this would be like if it were developed and marketed for adults. To me, the idea of building a droid is very interesting, but solving basic puzzles really isn't. Okay, level 4, we need grabbing and tugging, arm strength, and ability to communicate. I'm pretty sure I have that with my gremlin droid I've already made.
You're on your way to the top. Find a way to operate the bridge so it moves up or down. Then use it to get your droid to the top of the cliff. My scanners detect some objects in the area that might be helpful. Understanding how gears work is essential. My data circuits have worked in high gear and confirm that Index has lots of information on gears. Just press the blinking Index button below.
I think I can figure out gears. Thanks, though. It appears I've gone straight to the point where the bridge is supposed to be. Possibly. I assume this is the cliff that she's talking about going to. I don't know. I could have paid more attention to the mission briefing instead of skipping past it, but I think it might just be more fun to wander around and find things and figure out what to do more naturally for me.
One large battery now in your inventory. One oil can is now in your inventory.
You could also click this mission goals button, but no, that's just the goals I already knew about. And that's my droid stats. Seems all good to me so far. Aha! A button.
Blaster bolts! The bridge isn't open! I don't think we... Hooray! This is the gear station! Now all we have to do is find a way to get across to the top of the cliff.
Ah, I need to find 2 more gears, I see. They can't have gone too far. Oh, hi, droid.
Hello there. My name's RDRR. What can I do for you?
You can just be an interesting object that I ignore.
Goodbye. It was nice
I
talking
would
to you.
rather find the gears on my own than get you to tell me where they are. See ya. Wonder if I could survive this drop. Let's find out! Ooh, the answer is yes, but it took most of my health. I'll, try not to damage boost too often. Nothing but a power cell over here. That's a little disappointing. This is where I came from. But there seems to be a room in here I haven't been before. And a hole that would probably kill me if I jumped down it. Well, I'll be honest. I've kind of wandered around pretty much everywhere. And I don't see any other gears, so
There's no gear on the spindle.
I don't think I have a big enough gear for this to work with one gear. I'm a little confused. Let's try hitting the button and seeing what happens.
Blaster bolts! The bridge isn't moving. I don't think we put the gears on the right way.
The first gear was right out in the open, so plainly visible. There's no way that the second one is supposed to be so hidden that I'm never going to find it. Wait a minute. Is that a cave over there? Ah! I need more jump height to get up there, but it looks like there's something over there. Wait a minute. Ability to communicate. Do I actually have to communicate with that other droid? Okay, now that I have full health, I'm gonna try falling down that hole. I took no damage! Wait, this is the cave that I was looking at before. There's no way there was only a battery in here. Yeah, that's it. Just one battery. I died for that. Okay, time for my second idea. Let's talk to this droid.
My name's RDRR. What can I do for you?
Where are the gears?
Where are the gears?
The gears? Well, there's a few scattered around the cliff ledges outside, but if you're interested, I've got a large gear right here.
Can I have it?
Can I have the big gear?
I've been here so long, my battery's going dead. If you give me a battery, I'll give you the gear. Deal?
It's a deal!
It's a deal.
Okay.
Thanks. I love the feeling of a fresh battery. Here's the gear that interested you.
Thanks.
Anything else I can help you with?
Nope. See you later.
Goodbye. It was nice talking to you.
So, I admit, I thought that droid was just like a tutorial
Picked up a large gear.
thing like the other Jawas. I now understand I need to treat this game more like a LucasArts adventure game, apparently.
The bridge is moving.
Alright. Why, that looks like it's moved down. I need it to move up. Although that droid said there were a few small gears scattered around the cliff, so I probably need to get the one that I've found before, and I need to cross the bridge now to get another one, then go back down to the control area, attach the two small gears to the side, and then that will allow the bridge to go all the way to the top. Now that I've actually got all the puzzle pieces, I can see exactly what I need to do. I really have no one to blame but myself for wandering around like an idiot for
You
the
picked up
last,
small gear.
I don't know, 15 minutes? Small gear. Small gear. Ta-da! I probably have to take off this gear too. One side lowers and one side raises, I'd bet.
The bridge is moving.
One more time! Okay, now to just climb to the top of this structure and hopefully be done with this level. Hello, end-level Jawa. Do you have anything important to say?
Greetings, droid.
What are you doing here?
Oh, hello there. How are you? What are you doing here?
I hang out at the end of all the missions and wave this flag.
Oh,
Goodbye. It was nice talking to you.
alrighty.
Congratulations.
You
And that
completed
cutscene
the
I can skip. Okay, mission 5. The droid needs to be able to see in the dark, have legs, and be very light. Alright. Think I could design something like that. This head has light enhancement sensors. That probably means see in the dark. Then I'm just going to pick the lightest parts that I can find. He doesn't technically need arms, so I'm going to try and get away with not adding any. So the total weight is only 36 kilograms.
For this training mission, you will need a droid with the ability to jump and see in the dark. Guide your droid through this dark maze of storage rooms and find the exit. If you're feeling in the dark about this mission, Index is always available with helpful information. When you complete this mission, you'll be awarded the ranking of apprentice and receive the reward of an industrial automaton high-energy power welder. Good luck!
That sounds like a fancy reward. I wonder if any of the rewards are required for any of the later missions. It's possible that the third tier of difficulty might use them at some points. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to play the game.
Find the Jawa supply room by navigating through the dark maze of hallways and rooms. Watch for any hints that you've been somewhere more than once. Without some way of seeing in the dark, it's nearly impossible to succeed in this training mission. Watch your battery power closely. You don't want to be left in the dark.
How do I activate my light amplification sensors? I can't see. Okay, well, let's try and get my bearings then. So this is the start. I'm gonna go forward until I hit a wall and then turn left. That'll be my strategy. Okay, I think I fell. Let's try going left. Wall. Okay, left. Go. Left. Go. Ooh, I'm going up a slope. I think that worked. Please tell me this is the Jawa supply room. Wait, no, this is just the beginning. Well, that's not good. Maybe the Index has some information about how to activate my flashlight. A visible light wave consists of particles which carry energy. It is light we can see. Under normal circumstances, light travels in a straight line, though light can travel in a curved line over great distances. Light travels faster than anything else we know. Yes. Thanks, Index. Okay, it turns out the answer is in the README. You press H to turn special head attribute on/off. That's gotta be what it is. Let's try H.
Light enhancing sensors turned on.
Perfect. Now we have night vision. And I can see why we need the ability to jump. Why? Oh, it's here. Activate head. Boy, am I dumb.
Your droid's battery
Ah!
power is getting
Uh-oh.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow, this night vision really does tank the battery. I don't think I have enough power to get through this mission now. Let's try this one with medium battery capacity instead. And let's get at least one arm so I can pick up extra batteries. These leg parts don't really say anything about exactly how high they can jump. I was assuming that they would all be the same, but it's possible that shorter legs just have a shorter jump, which, granted, does make some logical sense.
Watch your battery power closely. You don't want
Yep,
to be left
that
in the
is
dark.
exactly how it works. You know what? That's valid. That makes sense. Short legs equals short jump. Long legs equals long jump. I can get behind that. So now I just need to wander around and figure out where to go before my battery completely drains. How fun. Here's a battery pickup.
One large battery
It's hard to see now that I'm so tall. Oh, it's blinding over here.
Light enhancing sensors turned on.
Okay, it looks like that might be a good place to jump to. Ah! Bonked my head on
Your
the
droid's
ceiling.
taking a beating. One large battery now in your inventory.
Okay, let's try to get back up that direction. Aha! The conveyor! I have found it.
One large battery now
There's
in
another
your
battery on
inventory.
top of that crate. I probably won't need it. I've been in this room before. Okay, I've definitely been here before. I think I'm going in circles, which is not good. I can't go down this way? Ah, there's a conveyor. Okay, so conveyor says I have to go this way. But this way does not seem to go anywhere besides the same room I keep going to.
Try moving your droid slower and use less battery power by pressing the shift key in addition to the up or down arrow keys.
You know, I would do that, but I keep finding large batteries, so I don't think I have to worry about that too much. Besides, I can always try the mission again if I fail due to lack of battery power. Ah, I'm back to this jump. I'm not gonna try to make that jump. Aha. So this was the way to go. Perhaps?
Try moving your droid slower and use less battery power by pressing the shift key in addition to the up or down arrow keys.
Ah, this is a new area. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's not a new area. I've been here before. I'm supposed to jump on those walkways instead of falling down like an idiot. Okay, I know where to go now. Okay, here we go. Ooh, alright. I would like to be able to see my legs a little easier. Okay, I guess I go up here. That area's blocked off. I must have to go around. Oh look, a door.
If you're not careful, your droid might run out of power before you finish the mission.
I'm trying very carefully not to run out of power until I find another battery. But I'm also hoping I can just make it to the end soon.
Try moving your droid slower and use
If I had a small enough droid, I bet I could fit through this little gap. But I think any smaller of a droid and I wouldn't be able to jump this far. Well, time to see what happens when I run out of power, I guess. It just fades to the end screen. Okay. Alright, now that I know where to go, this should be much easier. Hey, wait a minute. Where did these boxes come from? Are you telling me the maze changes from one playthrough to another? There's no way. Welp. This sucks. So now I need to find another way to get up there. Or it's possible I need to find some other way to go altogether. Aha! I've somehow wandered onto the other side of this room. Okay, this is back where I was when I died. There doesn't seem to be any reason to be back over this way, but considering that the maze might have changed, I'd say it was worth the effort. Where are those pesky Jawas? There's definitely a room up here. Seems kind of hard to jump on, though. Here we go. Where might this hallway lead me? Ah, a bunch of extra batteries. Great.
one large battery in your inventory.
Well, this doesn't seem to be the end of the mission, but I'm kind of happy to have found this place. Oh look, there's a drop here. There's no way to make my droid crouch, is there?
What can I do for you?
Okay. Well, maybe if I had chosen a smaller torso and a smaller head, perhaps I could have fit in there. The bright side is I now have plenty of batteries. The downside is I am still no closer to knowing where to actually go. They weren't kidding when they called this level a maze.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I've wandered around this level multiple times, and the entire maze is funneled to this area. I've checked these corners already, there's nothing over here. Everything leads to this area, and that way is a dead end, and that way is a dead end. So I am completely lost. And I'm guessing the level randomizes which way you have to go by spawning those big boxes to block off one side or the other. Oh, there's the exit. Okay, well, I've done it. Hooray! It just took 13 minutes of wandering around. You know, that was the first level that actually kind of seemed fun, honestly.
Well done. You completed the
You completed the training.
Now for level 6.
Your droid needs to open a security door in this training mission. Watch the weight of your droid carefully. Use the lift platform operated by a counterweight mechanism to find the switches that operate the security door. Understanding more about pulleys and counterweights may help you. And if that isn't enough, there are also small cliffs that can only be passed by jumping. If you're wondering about counterweights, I'm sure Index can help you. Complete this mission, and you'll achieve the ranking of apprentice and the reward of an AutoMed specialty medical head.
Cool. I think I have all the requirements already. Ah yes, the first obstacle. Jumping. It really does go to show that this mission does in fact require legs.
This tunnel leads to the counterweight control room.
There's a lot of pits in this level already. This has turned into more of a platformer game these last couple of missions. I don't mind that at all. Okay, can't go down the wind tunnel. That's fair.
Nice going. You found the control room for the counterweight and pulley mechanism that operates the lift platform.
Alright. How much weight do I need to put on there, Jawa?
If you want to chat with other creatures and droids, your droid needs a head equipped with a vocabulator.
Ah, that's valid. I don't have one of those. But that's not required to beat the mission, so I guess I'll just guess and check. Let's try 60 kilograms. Does that work?
Going down.
I can turn, but I can't move. Oh?
Great! Lower security lock deactivated.
Ooh. Now I get to go through the tube? Yeah! To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what the weight system means for this elevator. My droid is only 70 kilograms, so is it just as simple as lower than my droid weight, we go down, and higher than my droid weight, we go up? That appears to be the case. Hooray! I figured it out. I could make the screen size a little larger now. Open the upper security lock.
Excellent job! Both security locks deactivated. The security door is now open.
I don't know if I could survive that fall. I'm not gonna risk it. Let's just take the long way down. Whee! Yay, we've made it to the exit. I didn't even need to speak to the Jawa, who would have told me how to operate the elevator, because I'm so smart, and I figured it out all by myself. Mission 7!
I can remember being a young droid builder like you, completing my first training missions. Now, it's your turn. Find the security door, open it, and pass through it. Understanding how a lever works may be necessary to complete this training mission. Don't forget to use Index if you need help. When you complete this mission, you'll be awarded the ranking of apprentice and rewarded with a Pyun sensor.
Okay, I need treads and an ability to communicate, so this droid design has served me well. I shall name you Wellington, and you get the honor of being saved along with Bobbert. Now then, let's make a droid with treads or wheels and a communicator. That's... Whoa! Okay, that's gonna be a big droid. Alright, we should be good to go now. I really don't understand the battery requirements. I mean, I'm just going to put in batteries until the meter reads 100%. Why can't the game just do this automatically? Alright, let's go! Oh. Uh-oh. Well, that was the wrong way to go. Let's try going the other direction this time. Ooh, doors that open automatically.
According to my readings, you found the security door. Open it using nearby objects. To help you out, I've pried into Index to get information on levers. Check it out before you get started.
I think I know how levers work. I'm just trying to get a view of the puzzle. So we need to push something heavy onto here to lift up that door. That's not so difficult. I just need to find one of those boxes from the first mission. You know, it did say that it was required that I communicate, so I should probably speak to this gonk droid.
Hello, I'm EG7.
Can you help me out, bro?
Oh, hello there. How are you? Could you help me out?
Depends. What is it that you want?
I need a heavy weight to hold down the lever.
Sure, I'm very heavy. I'll meet you at the top. When you jump onto the lever, I'll follow you and hold it down.
Goodbye. It was nice talking to you.
Okay, sounds good to me. So if I just go like this, he'll just jump down? You gonna jump down? Go! Go!
Good job.
Ah. Cool. Thank you for your service. Well, that level was back to being a really simple, quick puzzle. Not as fun as level 4 or 5. Okay, level 8. Launch crate onto platform, launch droid onto platform, pass through security door. We need treads and under 100 kilograms. Do I meet those requirements? No, I do not! Let's get rid of this body. And this torso.
A few moments later.
Okay, I don't think any of these combinations are going to be light enough, except for an astromech body. So, there we go.
Here is your chance to reach new heights in droid building. In this training mission, your droid needs to cross a deep ravine.
Alright. Cross the ravine, I got it. I might as well just zoom in all the way. Okay, cross the ravine, go!
Good job. You found the mass launcher.
Aha.
Use it to get your droid across that huge ravine, and you'll be home free.
So this is a mass launcher? I can't wait to try this out.
8, 7, 6,
I'm not on the platform.
3, 2.
Okay, I guess this is it. Oh, never mind. That killed me. Okay. Okay. Hit the button. Stand on top of launching platform, not in front of it. I probably need to do some configuring on the launcher before just using it, because, you know, puzzle game. Yep, I'm dead again. Alright, Jawa, tell me how to do it.
Do you need any help?
What do I do?
What do I do here?
Across the ravine is a Jawa waving a flag. You must find a way to reach him.
That's not helpful.
All right.
Do you have any...
Oh, here's more questions. If I just had a better angle, it would work for sure.
How do I adjust the angle of the ramp?
Come with me and I'll show you.
Okay.
All right.
Probably could have figured it out by just looking at the buttons and using them. Yeah, this one's very clearly marked as angle. Now it should be good enough. Woohoo! I did it! Ow! Okay, I jumped here again, and I'm not going to drive off the edge this time. Let's finish the mission instead. So that was it. That was all 8 missions of the game. Done to apprentice difficulty. Wait, what? Oh, I missed a few objectives. Right, I need to launch a crate, too. Okay, where are the crates, Jawa? Are they over here? Alright, 50 kilograms. Give me one of those. See, my droid is 43 kilograms. So the exact same angle and power should launch it across just fine. Go! Can I sneak on there with it? Looks like that's a no.
3, 2, 1.
Congratulations! The mission is complete.
You
Awesome.
did it. You completed all.
Humatika congratulates you! Your training missions are complete. You may now test your droid building skills with a top secret mission. Be warned, only those who have proven themselves to be master droid builders on all the training levels have any hope of completing these missions.
Is that a challenge? Those are some tall Jawas. No! Why? That better not have deleted my progress. Aha! There's more missions now. Yay! Let's start in the Frick Mines, I guess. So we need treads to see in the dark, 130 kilograms or greater arm strength, grabbing and tugging ability, and ability to communicate. That might be a bit hard to accomplish. Aha! Here's the head we need. It's got a floodlight and a vocabulator. This body only has a low arm strength, so we'll need a new one of those.
The Frick Metal Mine near the Jundland Waste has been disabled. The laser-powered fusion reactor has failed. Because Frick Metal is very toxic to humans and Jawas, a powerful droid needs to be built to go in and fix the heavy machinery of the reactor. Due to the power shutdown, lights are failing in some places. The power shutdown has also disabled a group of mining droids. They shouldn't harm you, but you should still be cautious. You never know who you'll meet on Tatooine. Somewhere in the mine, there is a supervisor droid. He has agreed to give us an information crystal in return for helping to repair the reactor. When exploring this mission, remember that Index is always available with information that might help you.
Okay. I forgot batteries again! Alright, time to enter the dangerous mines. let's go down the elevator.
So this is the brick metal mine. Yuck. It's dark in here. Must be because the laser fusion reactor is on the brink.
Right. And I'm here to fix the fusion reactor. Although you should really get your optic circuits checked because it is quite bright in here.
My scanners detect another droid of superior intelligence in the near area. Perhaps he can help us get started.
Yeah. You hear that, droid? You have superior intelligence.
You don't look like one of my workers. And why is that irritating little flying droid buzzing around behind you? Are you making a movie?
Close. It's a YouTube video.
No, I don't work here. I was sent to fix the laser-powered fusion reactor.
Well, it's about time you showed up. Our laser-powered fusion reactor is malfunctioning again. I suspect the problem is a misaligned baffle unit or a broken mirror unit.
How do I realign the baffle?
Walk up to the circular baffle and nudge it with your arm. You'll want to line up the notches in the baffle so that light can shine through.
Sounds easy enough.
Okay.
I have very little time for you. Do you have further questions?
Goodbye.
Now go, and be quick about it. I'll have that holographic memory crystal for you when you return.
Goodness, he sure is bossy. And I thought those Jawas were pushy.
Well, he's a protocol droid. They're all like that. I should have asked him where the generator is located.
Wow! This laser fusion reactor looks pretty impressive. My readings indicate 2 laser generators are still working. Maybe we should check them out more closely.
Okay, so I need to align these mirrors so that light can get through? Ah. Just nudge this one with my arm then? Or this way? Aha. Do I need all 3 lights? It seems like this gear piece does not have the ability to have all 3 lights.
I knew you
Never
were right.
mind,
You fixed
I've
the
done it.
generator.
I did it? Really? Already? These apprentice missions sure are easy. I didn't even need to ask where to find it or anything. It was just the first room I found. And then I just pushed a bunch of buttons and then it worked.
Oh, it's you again. I see you fixed the generator.
I sure did.
I sure did. Now, how about that crystal?
Crystal? What crystal? I don't recall mentioning a crystal.
What?
Temper. Do you want that crystal or not?
You have a bad attitude, friend.
Consider this. If you perform another small task for me, I shall give you the crystal. Do we have an agreement?
Absolutely not. I already did the job, you honorless rust bucket clanker. If I had any sort of weaponry, I would tear apart your malfunctioning circuits until you weren't worth your weight in scrap. Pay me what you owe me.
Okay.
Grand. Now then, I need an extra droid, and I suppose you'll do. Move the raw frick metal from that conveyor belt over to that lift platform. Move 3 chunks and report back to me. If I find your work acceptable, I shall give you the crystal.
Okay.
Away with you.
Well, I never. That's no way to treat a fellow droid. After all, we're here to help you fix the laser generator. And this is the treatment we get?
Yeah, I agree. My opinion of this game has gone down drastically now.
One oil can is now in your inventory.
I don't like being sent to do work that a conveyor belt is already doing. That just seems very rude. And these goals don't even appear in the gold screen. Give me the medal.
Your droid just picked up a frick nugget.
Frick nugget. He said to bring him 3 nuggets, but I don't see any more spawning. Do I really have to go take them one by one? Here's your frick nugget.
Don't worry, I'll give you the crystal, but not until you've finished the job of moving that metal.
Where did he say to move it to then? I thought I was supposed to give it to him. Uh-oh. Tell me again what I need to do! I wasn't listening the first time.
That works. This work ought to be done by a mining droid. Oh, the things we rebels have to put up with to save the galaxy.
How exactly does this help the rebels save the galaxy? I guess I'll find out at the very end of the game when I become a master droid builder and can actually do the mission with the assassin droid or whatever it was that they said. This level is just busy work. I could see adding extra objectives being an interesting thing for the 2 higher difficulty options, but making the apprentice level 3 times as long is not very nice.
All right, you moved 3 chunks of heavy brick metal. That's...
I have very little time for you. Do you have further questions?
Give me the crystal.
Okay, I finished moving all the metal. Now where's the crystal you promised to give me?
Yes, very well. I have it right here. What is it now?
What happened?
Oh, blast! It appears the power has gone out again. I certainly have no intention of giving you the crystal until you finish the original job you are hired for. Oh, it is so difficult to find good help these days.
You're going to make me fix the generator again, aren't you?
That's correct. I'll be waiting right here.
I wish very ill things upon that droid.
Oh no! Now all the laser generators are broken. Well, at least you know how to fix them this time, right?
Yes, Cammy, I know how to fix the lasers. I was hoping this game would get more fun after the training missions. Unfortunately, I would not consider this fun, but there are still other missions that I have yet to accomplish, so maybe this game gets good. That's one light generator thing fixed down. One more to go. Hopefully it's only the one more and not all 3. Behold, DroidWorks gameplay. Okay, I guess the 3rd generator is also broken.
One large battery now in your inventory.
This better be the last thing I have to do.
Excellent! You got the generator working again! I wonder what that administrator droid has to say for himself now.
He better give me the crystal.
So, you're one of those metal
Huh?
droids
Ah!
looking
Ah!
for the
No!
assassin
Stop
droid
it!
factory. Well, I lured you here by breaking the laser-powered fusion reactor, and now you're trapped.
Oh no! It's an assassin droid!
What? I don't have any weapons. No, stop hurting me. What am I supposed to do? Are you kidding? This is coming out of nowhere.
Watch out! You're...
Come with me, droid. I know how we might get rid of this assassin droid.
Why, that no good, Womp Rat. My sensors indicate there is a secret doorway up by those conveyor belts. Use it to follow that supervisor droid.
Okay. Am I still being chased? No, I've trapped it behind the door. Okay, well that's good. That really just came out of nowhere. I thought it was the supervisor droid saying he was the one who trapped me in with the assassin droid, so I'm receiving, like, narrative whiplash right now. So it was the assassin droid speaking, who said he trapped me with an assassin droid, and then, I don't know. This game is weird, man.
Hey, there's Vito.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It looks like he's got company. Watch out for that assassin droid. He doesn't look like he's here to make friends.
No kidding. He's here to electrocute me. Ah! Get him away!
There! That door should hold him for at least a little while. In here, there's a mass launcher, which is used to launch waste products into a giant furnace for recycling.
Energy
Use it
boosted.
to launch the assassin droid there. You'll be reduced to a pile of scrap recycled metal. Follow me to the control room.
Huh. Alright, you know what? I'll give this game some credit. These missions actually are like actual game missions. Compared to the training missions, this is much more interesting. And I understand why the mission goals aren't going to list get away from the assassin droid as a goal, because that was definitely a surprise. What am I supposed to do exactly? Let me in.
What? What seems to be the trouble?
Hey, let me in there.
I'm afraid there's not enough room in here for the two of us.
There is plenty of room in there.
What are you doing in there?
Here's the plan. I'll call some crates which weigh as much as the assassin droid. Adjust the mass launcher and test it out by launching some crates into the furnace. Be careful to set the power and angle correctly so the crate reaches the opening. When you are successful, I'll open the door and allow that rather resistant assassin droid to enter.
You're going to do what?
To begin, you must lure him beneath the magnetic tram that delivers crates over to the mass launcher. Then, return here to the mass launcher controls.
This sounds hard.
There is no time for discussion. He'll be here any moment. I'll call a crate immediately. Be prepared to test fire those crates.
Goodbye.
Have no fear, you'll be fine. Those assassin droids aren't as tough as they look. Just don't get in the way of his weapons. They can ruin one's entire day.
Looks like you're on your own.
Alrighty. I don't see why we have to launch him in the furnace specifically. Surely if we just set the mass launcher to full power and just smash it into a wall, we'll be fine. Let's go with, like, 60% power. That should be enough at this angle.
Your inventory.
Launch!
That crate nearly made it into the furnace. I'll call another crate right away. Keep trying, my valiant companion.
It looked like it made it into me. Okay, let's try more power. There we go.
Ooh, what a fine shot. I'm locking down the controls and opening up the door. Beware of that assassin droid.
Anyone home?
Recharging power cells.
All right. Now your droid is cooking.
I don't actually know where the magnetic crane is. I probably should have found that first. Is he stuck on that oil can? Oh boy. Uh-oh. Wait, no, not me. Let me go. Do not fire me. I swear, droid, if you fire me, do not. Okay, I'm fine. Good to know that that's where the magnet is. Okay, assassin droid. Follow me now. Don't get stuck on the oil can. Okay, I'm gonna have to go pick it up, I think. Eh.
Oil can
Run
is
away!
in your inventory.
Run away! Go on the magnet. Did it work? Nope. Ah!
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, well. No! Okay. This is trickier than I thought it would be. Uh-oh. Where's the assassin droid? Ah! There it is. Okay, where's the magnet exactly? There it is. This droid isn't very smart. I would think that assassin droids would want to have more intelligence put into them.
Ow, that's gotta hurt.
You know, I really can't blame him.
Watch out! Your droid's taken a beating.
Go into the magnet.
The tram has picked up
There
the
we
assassin
go.
droid.
Finally.
Hurry to the controls. Beto is taking him over to the mass launcher as I speak.
Now let me in. Or do I have to push the button?
You had better make haste.
Okay. Push button? Question mark? Oh, alright. Push button. Go. No? He's definitely on the platform, right? Oh, now the door is open. Or not. It's just phasing out of existence. That's fine. And I can't go up this slope. Okay. Ah, there we go.
Good show. You succeeded in launching that assassin droid into the furnace.
You know, I kind of like that.
Oh, hello. Back so soon. As I said, if you're ever in need of a good job, you need only say the word.
Give me the crystal!
Can I have that crystal now?
I suppose you deserve to be paid for your efforts. Here's the crystal you want. By the way, if you're ever looking for work, I might be persuaded to find a place for you.
I would rather die than work for you.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Oh, it's quite a fine place to work. After all, you would be working for me. And that is a reward in itself.
Goodbye.
No.
Oh, all right, if you must. Do come back sometime.
That guy needs a swift kick in his personality program.
You said it, Cammy. I have never seen such narcissism in a droid before.
Congratulations. The mission is complete. Your droid certainly proved to be well constructed. R2 would like to add that you are an excellent droid builder. Yes, R2. The droid is being sent back to the workshop. I'd much prefer a brisk walk to that vacuum tube. Oh my, I hope they don't point that vacuum tube in our direction. Cammy, mission results, please.
Well, I was hoping this cutscene would be different in the real missions and not the training missions, but oh well. I'll continue skipping it. Okay, so now I just need a data disk, another data crystal, and another data crystal. Why do we need so many data crystals? Let's do the data crystal area, which is the only level to not give you a data crystal as the reward. Very silly. Never mind, I just realized the requirement is to already have 3 data crystals. I guess we'll do the salvage yard instead.
This is your chance to prove you are a scrappy fighter. You must enter the scrap heaps of the Mos Eisley salvage yard and find a droid that the Empire sold for scrap. The droid's programming contains information the Alliance needs. One of our Jawa spies has already entered the salvage yard, but has not been heard from since. We fear that he may have been injured or captured. You must enter the salvage yard, find the injured Jawa, and administer pain reliever. Then, help him complete the assembly of the droid and gather any important information that it may have. In order to enter the storage yard, you'll need to cut the cables on the service doors to get them to drop open. From there, you're on your own. Your previous training missions have prepared you well for this challenging mission, but if you need further assistance, check with Index.
It seems I need to build a medical droid of some kind. Here's a medical droid head. This is the medical torso. I guess I'll go with these legs for no particular reason. I like the look of these arms because of the shoulder pieces. Uh-oh. I don't think I have a manipulator with a cutting tool on it. That means I'm going to have to find the mission reward that gives it. Let's see. Cylindrical power torso, legs, arm, bioinjector. Oh, I'm gonna need that too, actually. Yep. Wire cutter. Okay, so I need to complete these 2 training missions on designer difficulty. And I of course, I have to listen to the briefing again.
Wimatika is pleased to see you have returned to try for the rank of designer. You already know that this training mission requires a droid with the ability to jump and see in the dark. Guide your droid through this dark maze of storage rooms and find the exit. Check the mission goals below.
Okay, nothing's changed, but I do need to change droids. It's a good thing I have that droid saved from the last mission.
Sensors turned on.
Oh, there's a wall here. Wow, so different. Oh no, there's boxes blocking the way. I can't go that way this time. Ah, I'm here again. Oh look, it's the exit, in the exact same place as last time. The only thing that changed were that I had to take a different route to get here. But I spent so long wandering the maze the first time that I pretty much had the whole place memorized. Wait, why didn't I complete it? Oh, I don't have a floodlight, I have night vision, and that's different. You know, that's fair. That's on me. I should have read the description a little closer. I think I prefer the night vision to the floodlight. There we go, game. Now I've completed the dark maze with the floodlight. Give me the bioinjector.
You completed the training mission.
Now, to get the wire cutter, we need to communicate with treads while being magnetic and able to tug.
Those electromagnetic trams.
You know the plan, Rebel Agent. Be sure to check your mission goals. We're counting on you to reach the next level for this training mission.
I definitely have all of the requirements. I should be able to do this mission first try. I know what I have to do. I have to push a box onto the magnet so it doesn't suck me off the ground. It's a lot easier said than done. I really wish I could just squeeze by here. Honestly, I don't know why I even bothered trying, but my brain is kind of fried from playing this game. Oh, what's this? Is this a stranded droid? Was it required that I get sucked off the ground by a magnet?
Oh, well, hello there. What seems to be the matter?
I've been trying to get past this training course for so long that I've run out of battery power. I just can't seem to figure out how to get past these electromagnetic trams. Can you help me out?
Sure.
Thank you so much. I think there's a spare battery on the other side of the conveyor belts. If you bring it back to me, I could power up again. That would give me quite a charge.
I'll do my best.
Thanks. I hope I see you again soon.
There was also a spare battery on the conveyor belt that goes to the trash compactor. I didn't pick it up because I didn't know I'd be needing it.
You made it across the trams.
Now I need to get back to that droid, and then back over here, before I lose all my battery power.
Hi. Did you find the battery?
Yes, here you are.
Oh my. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. My oil reserves are overflowing.
Does
You're
that
welcome.
mean he's
Let's get
filling
you
up
both
with
conveyor belts
bath
back.
water?
Thanks again. Bye.
Okay, hopefully I don't have to replay any other training missions, but given how the Jawa said I had to be a master in order to complete all of the real levels, I'm not hopeful. Okay, wire cutter, on. Bioinjector, on. My medical droid is complete. Never mind. You'd really think I would have learned this by now. But surprisingly, no. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if I made this one magnetic. Am I magnetic? No, I am not. Okay, back to the workshop. I think the easiest thing to replace would be the legs. Are any of these... None of these say magnetic. Okay then, I have to take off all the parts to get to the torso. Which torso is magnetic? It doesn't say. Here's one that's magnetic. It's a bit of a stubby body, but it should work. Okay, I meet all of the requirements.
Wow, this place is huge, and I'd say it's almost deserted. Goodness, my audio sensors are picking up a faint call of distress. It must be the Jawa that Lunatica told us about. Sounds like he needs help. I wonder where he could be.
I wondered too, Cammy. I'm sure I will get the answer if I talk to this protocol droid.
What are you doing here, droid? Did you happen to see a Jawa come by here? Maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. What's it to you? This salvage yard is off limits to droids like you. I have a blaster, you know. Don't give me a reason to use it.
Ain't no way you have a blaster.
Please don't hurt me. I'm just looking for the Jawa. He might be injured.
Now that you mention it, I have been hearing some distress calls coming from one of those warehouses. He could probably use some help.
Why didn't you help him?
Well, like I said, I do have a blaster, but it's not half as big as the one that assassin droid is carrying. I'm just trying to stay out of his way.
I've dealt with one of those
What's
before.
This about an assassin droid?
Oh, yeah. One of them came by here not too long ago. Shortly after that, I heard a loud crash come from one of the warehouses, and the Jawa started to scream like Darth Vader was after him.
How in the Force do you know who Darth Vader is?
Do you think the Jawa is still alive?
Sure, listen to him. He's been going on like this for hours. Good thing you came along to save him. He's starting to get on my nerves.
How do I get into these warehouses?
Look, I'm the security droid around here. It's my job to make sure no one goes in or out of these warehouses except authorized personnel.
Then authorize me as personnel.
I'm just trying to find the Jawa so I can help him out.
Okay. See these holographic beams overhead? These
No.
are your tickets into and out of the warehouses.
Yes.
They carry electromagnetic trams on them. If you're made out of the right metals, you'll get pulled along with no trouble.
Cool.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. But be on the lookout. That assassin droid is pretty dangerous. Okay.
Goodbye. It was nice talking to you.
It sure is a good thing I double-checked that I was magnetic. But how do I get up there? Uh-oh. Okay, maybe that jump is not the way to go. I could totally make this jump. See, I told you I could. Aha, the door.
Looks like these doors are being held
Cut.
shut by wires of some sort.
It's the other arm. Good to know. So it'll be my left arm I have to bio-inject the Jawa with.
One large battery now in your inventory.
This game's jumping physics is a little jank, but these are droids we're talking about, so I completely understand their heavy metal chassis falling like a ton of bricks. Well, okay. I swear I tried that jump before and it didn't work.
Let's catch one of those nifty trams overhead. How about it?
I love my head being stuck on a magnetic tram. This is peak droid life right here. Stuck on a conveyor all day, no responsibilities. Ability to turn, but not ability to walk. Oh, Jawa, where are you? It's time for your medicine. This looks like a very big jump by a very large pit. Aha. That looks like an elevator down there, but it's on the wrong floor. And there's no button up here. So, I'm gonna try the jump! And I missed.
Your droid's taken a beating.
This button is non-functional. Or I don't have the hands to touch the button. Well, that's okay, because the elevator just works automatically. Maybe I should have stepped off the wall that direction. If it automatically rose to meet me, I probably would have taken less fall damage. So the button only sends it downward. Very, very strange. I see nothing down here besides oil cans, though. So either I need to make that really long jump, or I need to find another way out of here. There appears to be a door up there, connected to what I assume is a tram ride. I can see from here all the areas I was walking. I did not notice that conveyor belt moving before. Is there anything else in the room before that might help me? The answer to that is no. All I have are oil cans and batteries. It's possible I need better legs that could jump farther. Jumping isn't part of the requirements, according to this, but it definitely is. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the workshop and find better legs. I know the shorter legs made jumping worse, but the tall legs all look the same height to me. Let's get them lined up on the grid to get some scientific evidence. Those legs seem a bit short. I think it's down between these two. I think this is the one I was using. Well, this one weighs less, and it's magnetic, so let's try those legs first, and then we'll try those legs after. I wonder what happens if I leave the legs in the grid without getting rid of it. The design grid in the workshop contains more than one droid. Please recycle all droids except for one. That's fair. Oh yeah, these legs jump way better. I wish I knew how to reverse engineer game engines like this, because I would totally figure out how to make this game render at a higher resolution. I wish I could just fall off early. I'm not sure that would be helpful, but it would be a nice feature to have. Unless it isn't helpful, then it would be a terrible feature. Forget I said anything. Alright, jump! You're kidding me. There's no way. Come on. I gotta be able to make this. What? No way! Back to the drawing board. Because these legs are magnetic, I could attempt to have a lighter torso. That might give me more jumping distance. medical V3. Wow, we are zooming.
This place is huge, and I'd say it's almost deserted. Goodness, my audio sensors
Oh
are
my
picking up
goodness, we
faint
jumped
hum
so
of
far.
the Looks
I
like
think
these
this is
doors
definitely the
are
best
shut by
torso and
wires
legs
of some
combination.
sort.
100%. Go! Oh, these jumps are so easy now. It's too easy, even.
Target acquired.
Ah!
Prepare to be disintegrated.
That assassin droid has no threat now that I'm this fast.
My next blast will melt your motivators. There's nothing like a warm blaster to brighten your day. I'll turn you into hydro spanners.
Oh, big talk from a big droid. Bet you can't even jump. Where'd he go?
Say goodbye to your circuits. Prepare to be disintegrated. I'll turn you into hydro spanners. Say goodbye to your circuits. There's nothing like a warm blaster to brighten your day.
All talk, no bite.
Say goodbye to your circuits.
If my scanners are functioning, I'd say there's some type of track. Looks like another pulley configuration. Then you found a pulley. This should come in handy.
Haha, I'm solving the puzzle faster than Cammy can explain it to me.
These look like controls for something.
Right,
Crane
the
should
pulley.
lower the hook when it's, I'd say this button lowers the hook onto the crane.
I need to get
Looks like this
to the
button
crane
moves that crane to the left.
so that I can add the pulley. Lower. Perfect.
Marshall, I think that's too heavy for the crane to lift.
No, wait, come back. You weren't supposed to lift it yet. I was supposed to add the double pulley. Well, what I'm probably supposed to do is take it to the middle platform, since that doesn't have a slope for it to try and lift up.
There's nothing for the crane to pick up. Pulley is switched.
Woo! Got it. Now the only question is, do I need the right ramp or the left ramp? Or do I lure the assassin droid to the middle and pick it up somehow?
Moves the crane to the right. I think that's too heavy for the crane to lift.
I think the crane is a bit bugged out, actually. Oh, you know what? I'm probably supposed to be up on that platform, and then I attach the pulley. And because I did that, the game put the pulley in that position. So when the pulley was actually, or when the crane rather, was over here, the pulley got attached over there, and so now it's just permanently sticking out that far away from the crane, distance-wise. I would have been a great bug tester back in the 90s, because even if my explanation is wrong,
Maybe
I
there's
still
some
found a
more pulley
bug.
configurations in the area.
I already found
I
it,
don't
Cammy.
think that works.
Oh no.
Pulley is switched.
Okay, there we go. We fixed it! Uh-oh. That doesn't look fixed.
That's as far as the crane can go.
Well, the only thing to do is try it and see if it works. Okay, so it's a visual bug. It doesn't actually affect the physics of the game. That's just fine.
Try moving your droid slower and use less battery. I don't think that works. You found a pulley. This should come in handy.
Another pulley? Wow.
Pulley is switched.
I hope I can get this mission done before I run out of power.
Keep an eye on your droid's battery power. It's running low.
Yeah, I haven't seen any spare batteries around here, Cammy. I've seen plenty of oil cans, but I've used those up. Well, the bright side is that if I lose power and have to restart, at least I won't waste time figuring out what to do, and I'll just do it.
Try moving your droid slower and use less battery power by pressing the shift.
I'm holding shift as hard as I can, Cammy.
Your droid's battery power is getting dangerously low.
I'm aware, thank you. Please provide me extra battery to continue level. I think I'm going to run out of power before I even finish this tram ride. That's sad.
If you're not careful, your droid
Oh
might
look,
run out of
batteries!
power
Drop me here! Drop me here! No, 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 drop me! Go back! There were batteries! Batteries! Come back! I need my batteries! I actually had hope for a second. Again, there's an oil can and no batteries. Goodbye, cruel world. I shall run this world once again. Alright, speedrun time. These tram rides are the worst. They take so long. There's nothing I can do but look around. There's no gameplay here at all. I think that statement might be the only overlap between Star Wars Droid Works and Half-Life.
Pulley configuration. Pulley is switched.
Ah, so that's what the double pulley is meant to look like. I wish this crane moved faster. This section would be much harder with the assassin droid running around this room. It's a good thing he got stuck in the last room because he can't jump. Remember, kids, all you have to do to run away from assassins is to jump.
Pulley is switched.
Hard check! Note to self, I cannot survive the fall off of this platform. I must use the elevator. Alright, finally, we're here on this tram ride. Again, that's gonna take very long. But I have enough power to get through it this time. Oh, come on, I was this close to a battery last time.
One large battery now in your inventory.
That's a little infuriating.
I'm feeling much better now.
Okay, looks like we've got some oil pits here. And, nothing down here. If I fall down here, it doesn't look like I can get back up easily. But I'm not sure if this is safe to go in. It is not.
Your droid's taken. Ow, that's gotta hurt. Watch it. Your droid's taken.
Let's drop down here then. Aha! Another tram ride. I sure hope this is the way to go, because I did not explore any of the rest of that room. Oh, I've been down there before.
You found him. Sounds like he's trapped underneath one of these large crates.
Oh, is that so? Are you under this crate, Jawa? You are! You are definitely small enough that you could crawl out of there. But no, I have to go rescue him.
That switch makes the electromagnetic tram stop.
Okay. Why would I need that to stop? Too bad I don't have a headlight or a night vision. This corner is rather dark. Oh, hello, Astromech.
Oh, hello there. How are you? Could you help me out?
What can I do? I'm just an R2 unit. I'm not programmed for this. Come back and talk to me when you've got a plan.
Okay.
Anything else?
Goodbye. It was nice talking to you.
My plan is hit all of the switches until one of them does something worth doing.
You need a passcode to open this door.
Okay. Astromech, give me passcode. So I've got one locked door and one button that pauses the tram. I could try jumping over here. And I can succeed jumping over here because my legs are just that awesome. This is a dark hallway that leads to a dark ramp that leads to outside. Alrighty. There does not appear to be anything of note out here besides this misaligned texture, which does nothing. Can I talk to you, Jawa?
Hello.
I can.
Thank goodness, someone has finally come to rescue Maliki. I think my leg is broken.
Ah.
The pain is unbearable. Could you help me out, droid? I was starting to think no one cared about me.
Okay, so his leg is broken. Can I heal him from here? Well, now that I've talked to the Jawa, perhaps the Astromech could help me out. That is an incorrect assumption on my part.
Goodbye. It was nice talking to you.
Keep an eye on your droid's battery power. It's running low.
I understand the holding shift to conserve power thing, but you also move slower. How much power am I really saving versus the amount of distance I'm not traveling by not going full speed?
Keep an eye on your droid's battery power.
I really do not want to have to go through all of this level again, but it appears I will have to do so. I should try to find some better parts that don't consume so much power, because I have not seen very many batteries around this level.
Try moving your droid slower and use less battery power by pressing the shift key in addition to the up or down arrow.
I think I need a shot to relieve the pain. Oh, the pain, the pain. How many times do I have to ask for a shot?
Well, he's saying different things, but my bioinjector wasn't working, so I'm confused.
One eternity later.
How many times do I have to ask for a shot?
Here, take it. There's no crouch button. I can't give it to him. Ah, I see. Cut the wires. Yes. My observational skills are working. Hooray.
I wonder if there's a droid around here who could help us.
I wonder if there were any other droid on this mission who could possibly be of assistance.
I need you to hold down the end of the lever for me.
Hey, you've got a plan. Sure, I'll jump on the lever for you.
Okay.
Thanks, little Astromech. Come on, you old rust bucket. Get over here. Now then, shot time.
Ah, thanks, I needed that. I feel much better now.
What happened to you?
I was looking for a battery to complete a droid I was putting together when an assassin droid barged in. Before I knew it, he cut the wires holding the catwalk where I stood. It came crashing down, and I went with it.
Where's the droid you're building?
It's located in the Fabrication Assembly building right next door. I know the security clearance code. I'm not able to walk, so you'll have to go by yourself.
Do you know where the information crystal is?
That's the whole reason I was sent here, to reassemble a droid. According to our spies, this droid was working in the hidden droid factory as a Jawa informant. He was caught and sent here to be dismantled and sold for scrap.
Jawa informant spies is something I now have to wrestle into my brain.
What's this have to do with the crystal?
Supposedly, he was able to smuggle out a very important information crystal. The crystal contains data about a top-secret code that can reprogram those horrible assassin droids. I had reassembled him and was about to bring him this battery when that assassin droid charged in on me.
Can I have the battery?
Yes. Please take it and give it to the droid I assembled over in the Fabrication Assembly warehouse. He will tell you where you can find the crystal. Now go, droid. That assassin droid may find his way back in here at any moment. No time to waste.
Good thinking.
Thanks.
Also, what's the clearance code?
What's the clearance code?
The code is 08097. Do not forget it, droid. Hurry.
08097.
It was nice talking to you.
I can remember that. I'll take this, but I can't use it on myself. I have to give this to another droid. Enter in 08097. Is this fall meant to be made? Here goes nothing. I'm fine. What I'm really worried about is the assassin droid. It could pop out of any corner at any moment. Oh, Jawa spy droid, where are you? Oh, is that the assassin droid? Or is that the spy droid? That looks an awful lot like the assassin droid, so I'm going to stay away from it. Although, if the spy droid was sent into the assassin droid facility, I suppose it would have to look like an assassin droid in order to blend in.
Ah, thanks. It's nice to be back among the activated again.
You look just like one of those frightening assassin droids.
Don't rub it in. You think I enjoy being this ridiculously overbuilt hunk of Durasteel? It's not really my style. I wouldn't hurt a womp rat.
How did you end up so nice?
I was one of the first assassin droids built at the Hidden Factory. But our computer brains were too smart. So our builders decided to forget the brains and add more muscle. The new assassin droids are programmed to be units of destruction, while smarter droids, like me, clean the floors and sweep up sand from the rugs.
How sad.
You're telling me. So, one day, I contacted this nice Jawa named Deacon. He told me that if I helped him out, he'd find a way to rescue me. Well, he got me out of there all right, but look where I ended up. Life as an assassin droid can be so unfair.
As opposed to life as any other droid.
At least Maliki reassembled you.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I really can't complain. But I do have to be going now. I better make a run for it before that dumb assassin droid catches me here. I want to go in peace before I go in pieces.
But wait, you have to tell me where to find the crystal. Please.
All right. I guess I can trust you. I hid it in this room. I'll show you where it is. But then you're on your own. Good luck. I hope you find the factory soon.
Thanks.
Well, considering I have 2 levels after this one, it will be relatively soon. Ah, you hid it behind these giant walls, of course. How, droid-like of you. I'll take that.
Hooray! You found it. Mission
I'll
accomplished.
just put that giant crystal in my pocket.
Congratulations! The mission is complete. Your
You sure saved the day at the salvage.
Alright, Moisture Farm. We need a tall-legged droid, I think I count, a welder manipulator, corrosion head sensor, a greater arm strength of 130 kilograms, and a lightweight droid of under 150. Aha, this one has a corrosion sensor. We can take off this bio-injector and instead grab a welder. Welding ability, perfect. And I'm still under the weight limit, so this droid ought to do the trick.
We seem to be flooded with problems. The pipes on a nearby moisture farm are corroded. If they burst, the moisture farm will be flooded. The moisture farmer is a rebel sympathizer and has leaked valuable secrets to our agents. If his farm goes, the Alliance will lose valuable information. You must find the corroded pipes and repair them by using a welding device. Your droid needs a certain visual sensor to see the corrosion on the pipe. Be careful. The pipes are under a pool of water, and you never know what you'll find down there.
Hopefully I only find water in the water. If you've got things that aren't water in your water pump system, you gotta get that taken care of. And I'm only coming in with a welder to fix corrosion, so don't expect me to be digging Dianogas out of the bottom of your water tanks.
Hey, droid, over here.
This moisture farm looks like quite a place. Unless all the water vapor soaked my scanners, the farmer should be around here somewhere.
Glad you're here. The first droid those Jawas sent me turned out to be a brainless buckethead.
That's not very nice.
What are you doing here?
I own this moisture farm. These here devices are moisture evaporators. Until I get the corrosion fixed on my water pipes, I can't irrigate my crops or sell any water at the trader's lot. If something isn't done fast, my whole career will be washed up.
Things do sound bad.
Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, actually, I kind of want to know what a moisture evaporator is exactly.
What are moisture evaporators?
Blaster bolts. Those Jawas really sent me a novice this time. Let me shake the rust off your memory banks, droid. These machines are responsible for gathering this planet's single most valuable resource, water.
How do they work?
Moisture evaporators extract water from whatever vapor is contained in the surrounding air. They can draw water from air containing as little as 1.3% humidity. Now, the air we have on Tatooine contains an average of 5.4% humidity, so we get water all year long.
Where do you store the water?
We use most of the water to irrigate our crops, which is where the name Moisture Farm comes from. The rest of the water is stored in big subsurface tanks for later sale.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
Do you have an information crystal?
Well, yeah. It was given to me by a passing Jawa that said a droid would be coming around asking for it. If you repair my pipes, I'll give it to you in return.
Oh, I'll repair your pipes better than any other droid out there.
How do I get started?
Go through the entrance at the end of this gulch. But watch yourself.
Okay.
Thanks.
Do you have any other questions?
It's been fun. Bye.
So, repair the pipes, get the crystal. Sounds simple enough. Oh, battery. I might be needing that.
One large battery now in your inventory.
It appears this was not the entrance I am looking for. Ah, yes. Now this looks like a factory. Farm entrance? Big red door equals way to go.
Alright, Rebel Agent. Let's keep our heads above water and solve this mission.
Right on. I guess I have to activate my corrosion detector, don't I? I don't see anything. So, I can go down this way. So the tall legs is so that I can stay above the water's surface, I believe. But I don't see any water. And I do not like the looks of that pit. I'm not 100% sure where I'm meant to be going. But these downward slopes seem to be a good first area to go to. I mean, as long as the level keeps going and there aren't any dead ends, that's probably a good indicator that I'm headed the right direction.
My sensors detect a repair droid in the area. Maybe it can help us from getting swamped by this situation.
Hello, droid. I'm glad you're here now.
Well, hello there. What are you doing here?
I was sent to fix the corrosion on the water pipes. I was just about to get started and, well, wouldn't you know it? Wham! This great big assassin droid came out of nowhere and damaged my welder manipulator. Now I can't fix anything. I figured the Jawas would sooner or later send another droid. I'm glad it turned out to be sooner.
Thanks for telling me.
What do you want this time?
Can you help me?
Sure. I'll be happy to show you where the corroded pipes are. But first, you have to find some way to get down that counterweight lift platform.
That shouldn't be too difficult for a master droid builder such as myself. Don't double check my degrees. I may or may not only be an apprentice droid builder.
This is just like the one in the I'm moving up. Let's try to figure out how to go down.
Okay, down you say? Ah, counterweight platform. Right. So if I want it to go down, I should probably increase the weight. That would be my first guess.
I think 300 kilograms is as high as it goes.
Okay, well, only one step higher than it was before probably isn't going to make a huge difference. It's possible I need to lower the weight amount instead. Let's see what happens.
We're moving up. Let's try to figure out how to go down.
Okay, I get it. If one thing fails, try the next direct opposite thing. I'm just going to completely empty this thing. That should do the trick.
It looks like this counterweight can't be set any lower than 200 kilograms. What do we do?
We go hit the button, Cammy. If it's not the maximum, it must be the minimum. And if it's not the maximum or the minimum, then I'm actually going to have to apply some brain power to this situation, and that won't be good for any of us. Oh no. Let's go ask the droid for some help.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh 175 kilograms. Not bad.
Could you go stand on the counterweight lift platform for me?
No, I don't think so. I'm not going down there with that crazy assassin droid on the loose.
Please?
I said no, and that's final. What? What's the matter?
I will have to report back to Wimmatika that you weren't able to complete your mission. He isn't going to be happy about that.
You wouldn't, would you?
It is the procedure for all droids to report back after completing a mission. What else should I do?
You don't understand. I'll be sold for scrap at the Jawa Traders' lot. You think I want my parts scattered all over this desert?
Will you help me out then?
I'll do anything you want. Just don't let anyone know that I wasn't able to finish the job here. I'll end up melted down for scrap.
Okay, please go stand on the counterweight lift platform.
You bet. I'd be happy to. I'll even show you where some corroded pipes are to fix. But after that, you're on your own.
If I had a nickel for every time I've had to blackmail a gonk droid, I'd have 1 nickel because that's only ever happened once. So if that droid weighs 175 and I weigh 100, then it's just got to be less than 275 and we should be going down instead of up. So 260 ought to be enough. There we go. So it's actually impossible to go down before you convince the gonk droid to go with you. That makes a greater than 0 amount of sense.
Droid, you got that old counterweight lift to actually work. Let me take you to some pipes that need fixing.
Is this one? Aha, I can see it. Weld. Nope, this arm. Weld. Hooray, next pipe, droid.
Hello again.
I have already fixed it.
Is this one? Yes. After this one, there are 4 more places.
4 more?
At the water tanks. I'm not exactly sure where. I didn't get far enough to find out before that blasted assassin droid blasted me. But stuff this in your memory banks. The water tanks have pipes inside them that might need repair. Hope you're programmed for swimming.
About that report.
Hey, I helped you out. You're not going to double-cross me, are you?
Of course not.
I'll be sure to put in a good word for you.
So I just need to go see which pipes have long cracks inside of them. That shouldn't be that hard.
Reservoir tanks that the repair droid told us about. According to my scanners, these tanks are connected to each other by valves. Let's look for the places that need welding.
So how far can I step in water? All the way, because I have great legs.
This appears to be a water pipe that connects these water tanks.
Yep. And I'm not seeing any corrosion so far. Oh, here's some. Just fix that right up.
Sorry to dampen your enthusiasm, but that welder doesn't work underwater.
Oh. Then let's go drain the water. How exactly do I drain water in this game?
That's gotta hurt.
Surely there must be a pump around these gears.
This gear assembly opens or closes the water valve. That control won't work until you close the upper tank's water valve.
Why would you not put all of the controls for the water tanks in the same location?
One large battery now in your inventory.
Having controls separated by distance is just inconvenient.
I don't think that works.
Am I missing gears? I don't want to go on a gear hunt.
Oh, that's good.
Great! We found a gear.
Ah, yay. I think I only need 2 of them, so I'm glad they spawned right next to each other. Okay. How many gears do I need? Gear 1. Gear 2. That looks like plenty to me. Close
that
valve.
Control won't work until you close the upper tank's water valve.
Is that not what this button is supposed to do? Oh, I'm in the lower tank. My bad. Give me the gears back. To the upper tank. There we go. Close valve.
The water valve is being shut off.
Okay, so now I open the gate to the lower tank, which means I need those 2 gears back. This way I can drain enough water out so I can fix the corrosion that's inside of the tank. Real water tank engineers...
This configuration doesn't seem to open the water valve.
How could it not? The gears look like they all touch to me. Okay, so do I need to put these gears on these other pegs? I don't see why that would matter. Like, I'm connecting them to the same set of gears on the other side. I mean, if this gear were to spin this way, then it would spin like this, right? And so this gear would spin this way, and this gear would spin like this, right? Oh, there's my real cursor. And so if we assume the same level of or if we assume the same direction of rotation here, and we pretend there's an imaginary gear down here, it would spin this way, this one would spin this way, this one would spin this way, and I guess that does mean this other gear would spin in the opposite direction. So that adds up. But why not just make the motor bidirectional? You could make the motor spin this gear in either direction. It looks like you already have 2 buttons for it, or at least you have space for 2 buttons. I think one of these is the button and one of them is the display. Maybe this is easier for kids to understand, but there's no way any real-world system would be built so that you have to exchange gears like this. Okay, now I should be able to fix that corrosion. Weld! Hooray! I think the Gonk droid said there were 4 more places that needed fixed, if I recall correctly. Oh look, another gear that I hopefully won't need. I don't see any further corrosion down these strangely dead-ended corridors. Oh, here we go. They're invisible. That's why I couldn't find them before.
You were on a hot streak. You well on the front. You were on a... You did it! You fixed all the corroded pipes. Let's check that with a repair droid.
I would bet an entire $1 that the assassin droid is going to show up now. That is the assassin droid's MO so far. Always turning up when I least want him to.
Not bad, not bad. You repaired all the corrosion in this moisture farm. Figuring out how to drain the water from those large water tanks isn't easy. You must be one smart droid.
Thanks for the compliments, game, but I've spent 40 minutes on this mission and I don't feel smart.
What do I do now?
Hey, you're not done yet. That assassin droid fooled around in the main control room, and now the place is flooded. You have to go there and reset the power switch.
Why don't you do it?
Sorry, I'm not programmed for bravery. One trip down there was enough for me.
I feel totally drained. I thought my mission was complete.
A droid's job is never done, that's for sure.
Wise words have never been spoken by a droid. Alright, let me in the main control room. Oh, I didn't think he'd be spawning right in front of the door I needed to go through. That's a little inconvenient, but that's okay. I can juke him out. Do I need to take a swim? Oh, the assassin droid certainly has. And that looks like waist-high water, so I'm not gonna bother trying to swim downwards through it. Is this the main switch? Nope. What about over here? These don't look like main switches. Wait, where did you say the main control switch room was again? You're not gonna tell me? Okay. Well, the assassin droid seems stuck in the water, so... Oh, and he's unstuck. Let's go in after him. Ah. No, 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 no. Uh-oh, do I have an oil can? I do not have an oil can. Ah, that feels bad. Okay, I've got back here in exactly 10 minutes. That doesn't feel so bad. Now then, let's get past this assassin droid and hit the button that I'm supposed to be hitting and correctly go into the water like I was supposed to the first time. Hopefully, this won't take much longer before the mission is over.
one large battery now in your inventory. It's a lever of some sort. Let's pick it up. I'm sure it will come in handy.
The assassin droid appears to not be able to go underwater, which is good for me.
Look, we found the control room.
And here is the button.
The reset button doesn't work underwater.
Oh. Well, that's inconvenient. I will find a way to drain the water, then.
My sensors indicate this is a drain hatch of some sort. Looks
Let me
sort
guess,
of like
I
a
use the
giant
lever
wheel
here.
axle.
Pull, tug. It's push. Wow, this is janky.
All right, this hatch will drain the control room of all the water.
Hooray! Now I can go push the reset button. But that also means the assassin droid can get in here now, so I guess I have to watch out for that. Oh, I also need to watch my
You can never
power.
have too much of a good thing.
Reset!
You did it! You've now restored power back to the moisture farm.
Droid, you're something else. Thanks to you, the moisture farm is safe and operational again. Here's the crystal you asked for. You deserve it. Your mission is now complete.
So I don't have to deal with the assassin droid? How did you get past it, farmer? I actually don't know your name, so you're just farmer to me. Oh well. Data crystal area to finally get the data disk, because I have all 3 data crystals. All I need to do is communicate, which I think my droid can do.
The Jawa Crystal Information Area is where we store droid parts and extremely valuable optical information crystals, which are used by both the Rebellion and the Empire to store important information. If you talk to the Jawa on duty, he may tell you how to access the information within the crystals. Be on the lookout for more of these crystals when you visit different places on Tatooine. When you find them, guard these crystals well, for they are highly sought after by other Jawas, droids, and rapscallions on Tatooine.
I've already found them, and they were the end of level trigger. There was no way I couldn't have not found them.
This Jawa crystal information place is very interesting and a little creepy too. My sensors detected Jawa close by. Didn't your mission briefing say something of one large battery now?
Yes,
in your
Cammy, my
inventory?
mission briefing did tell me to
Excuse
talk
me,
to this
excuse
Jawa.
me. Droids aren't usually allowed in the crystal information area. You'll have to leave.
I have the crystals.
I brought you crystals.
Ah, you have another crystal. Well then, give it to me quickly and I will put it into a proper receptacle for viewing.
I have 2 more crystals. Do I really have to wait for you to go place them all one by one? I still have my bio-injector. Can I give you like a speed shot so you walk faster? Please? Ooh, looks like we have to deal with angles in this level. How advanced.
These mirrors look familiar. Didn't you do something with reflection and mirrors back at the Frick Metal Mine? Contact Index to ask about reflection and angles. It's always good to reflect on the subject of mirrors.
Okay, you did it. Good job. Now, here's another one. Jawa. Jawa, let me speak to you. Jawa, I have more crystals. Jawa, wait. Does he really have to return all the way back to the main room first?
I don't think that worked.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can just place these myself then. The receptacle looks like a big space with a button and some numbers. Okay, there's already a crystal over here. There's probably separate areas offshooting all of the hallways from the main area here. The Jawa's back over here, so I'll give him a crystal and then I'll go try to place the other one.
You are most persistent. What do you want now?
I have another crystal for you.
Thank you. I'll put it in its proper place right away.
All right. Which hallway do you go down, little Jawa? The one to the right? Awesome. I will go down the one straight away this direction.
I think you have to align the mirrors without the aid of the readout. It looks broken.
Oh, well that makes things slightly more complicated. Too bad I'm not some kind of droid that could fix the readout. Aha, the crystal area.
I don't think that works.
I can't place it myself. Okay. Was I meant to go back to this level every time I collected a data crystal? There's no way, right? Like, this game doesn't have that level of persistence, does it? The only way to find out would be to restart the game on a fresh save file. I don't think I want to do that. Oh, I think that sound effect means the Jawa placed the crystal. Now I just have to wait for him to get back over here, so I can get him to place the third and final crystal. Jawa!
Your droid slower and use less battery power by pressing the shift.
You are most persistent.
Here, I have the third crystal for you. Please take it to the correct and proper place. While you're doing that, I'll go and try to align the mirrors at the correct angle. I'm not actually sure how this whole contraption is supposed to work. I'm guessing all the mirrors have to align to shine down the hallway, perhaps? What does this button do? It shows me that view. Okay, what does this button do? Oh, that turns the laser on. Okay.
The laser overheated. Well, this happens when you aim the laser back into itself. It should cool off in a little while.
So what does this button do?
I don't think the mirrors are aligned correctly. The laser didn't hit the crystal.
Yeah, okay, so the lasers hit the crystal. This one is 40. And this one is 180. No, it's just 80. Okay, so I make the laser hit the crystal, then hit the button on the crystal. And so I just need to rotate this to 40 degrees. Is it really just that simple? Let's find out. Laser, go!
You made the crystal light up.
Woohoo!
Brilliant.
I am so smart. So, what does the button do?
This is a coded message for the great Wimatika. Guard this information carefully. Many lives depend on it. My name is Nemu. I have been sent by Wimatika to find clues to the whereabouts of the assassin droid factory. Unfortunately, the location of this terrible place eludes our Jawa spies. However, we have discovered the droid's emergency disarming code. The exact nature of the code is unknown, but when programmed into an assassin droid, the code transforms the droids into harmless hunks of moving metal. The first two numbers of the secret code are 3 and 2. We're continuing our search and will send more information as soon as we know more.
Interesting.
Nice going. You've received the information from one crystal. Just 2 more to go.
Okay, everybody, we've got to remember the secret code to shut down all the assassin droids. It starts with 3-2. Oh, I know that guy. Okay, I think I get the picture. So the crystals that were already here are just movie clips, and the crystals that I brought are the ones from the Jawa spies, who I'm a little confused whether they're really Jawa spies or they're rebellion spies disguised as Jawas. That's what the player character is, canonically. But it seems a bit weird. But either way, we are tasked with finding the hidden droid factory. I do not know which of these crystals has the information I need. And it would appear I need to align a few other mirrors in order to get the laser to shine this direction. Uh-oh, I don't have any batteries. Alright, quick pit stop on the information gathering routine. We need to go find some batteries. Jawa, I don't see any batteries in your facility.
What do you want now?
Do you have any batteries?
Why do you carry a mirror around your waist?
Well, if you're that interested, I will tell you. It is my mirror, which I use to reflect the light from the laser generator onto the crystals. That is how I view the information within each one.
Why can't I do that?
You are most persistent.
Why do I have to deal with the whole giant facility-wide laser display when you can just carry around a pocket mirror to do the same thing? That doesn't seem fair. This is anti-droid discrimination. Let droids carry mirrors. Aha! A battery! A single battery. Well, it should be enough. And this is a movie clip. Okay, let's rotate the mirror again. Wait, this is also a movie clip. Why did I bother bringing the laser over here? There's no secret messages in this hallway. Ah, that is also The Empire Strikes Back. Finally!
Hello, Mimu here. This is the second communication sent by Information Crystal to the great Jawa clan leader, Wimatika. Assassin droids have been spotted all over the planet Tatooine. Their numbers grow every day, and they should be avoided at all costs. We are still unable to locate the hidden droid factory, but our spies have deciphered the third and fourth numbers in the code. They are 6 and 2. There still seems to be one number missing from the code. We hope to find it soon, or we're all doomed.
So the code so far is 3262.
Only one more crystal to go. I know you can do it.
It's very convenient that I happen to view these crystals in the correct order of first, second, and third, considering I've basically gone through this completely at random.
Some of these controls look broken.
Oh, not another hallway split. I really should have paid more attention to where that droid was going.
I can hear the mirrors hurting.
Laser, go!
Wait the crystal light up. You're just brilliant.
I can be kind of smart sometimes, when I choose to be. Yay, it's the third message.
Great and powerful clan leader, our spies have uncovered the final number in the secret assassin droid program code. It is a 3. We now know that this number sequence, when programmed into an assassin droid's memory banks, will completely transform him and render him harmless. We must build our best droid and have it take a disc with this program code to the hidden assassin droid factory, the location of which we have finally discovered. It is located at coordinates A2885 and N6629, second quadrant on the planet Tatooine. My mission is now complete.
I can remember 32623, but I am not remembering those coordinates.
You got the third crystal to work. Now you have all the information you need to find the hidden droid factory and reprogram those annoying assassin droids. Woohoo! Let's get back to the workshop and see what Wimatika has to say.
Right, back to the workshop. How do I get there? Is the level just going to end, or do I have to... Nope, the level's just going to end. Okay.
Well, I must say. Our 2 offers us congratulations as well.
Alright. That cutscene is never any different.
Congratulations! You've completed all the missions and proven yourself to be an excellent droid builder. Take the droid aggression negating code emitter disk. It contains important information you may need. This is your most important mission yet. The fate of the galaxy is in your hands.
Oh no! Anyway, I wonder why the game crashes every time I unlock new missions. Oh well. Okay, all I need to do is be magnetic and have legs. Question, is this droid magnetic? Yes, he is, and he has legs. Then this droid is the final best droid ever. There's not enough characters to type that. Droid Factory.
This is your greatest challenge yet, Droid Builder. We have just discovered the location of a droid building factory where assassin droids are being constructed. It is too late to destroy the factory, but you must find some way to stop the assassin droids from carrying out their deadly mission. Somewhere inside the factory is a control room. There, you must insert the data disk, which will help you stop those droids.
I will solemnly accept this mission with the absolute most attention that it requires. Oh no! I've died already. Huh. Let's be a little bit more careful platforming around these cliffs.
That's gotta hurt.
Ooh. Ooh. Ah! Aha! Can I skip the long stairs to the left? Nope, that's not going to work. I can't make that jump. Let's just go the intended path. Wow, that is a big factory.
We finally made it here. The Empire's Hidden Droid Factory. I thought we'd never get here. Now let's make sure we get out in one piece. Be on the lookout for those assassin droids. I doubt they'd be happy. Those conveyor belts might be just what we're looking for. Looks like they go inside the factory.
Oh, well, that's not very nice. Let's try that one again. Alright, let's not fall off of the conveyor into the abyss this time. Into the bucket we go! I hope this was the correct solution. Oh, I'm gonna be picked up by this tram, I think. Okay, we made it inside. Drop me. Thank you. I'm definitely going to grab this battery. We've got to be extra careful not to get caught by those dreadful assassin droids. There appears to be a puzzle here. It's a good thing I've played so many puzzles. I should probably take a look around the entire play space before I try to figure out what to do. Yes, there's a big room here.
My sensors detect the control room is over there, above that door.
Oh, that's good to know. So it looks like I need to perhaps launch something into the control room with this seesaw mechanism. That door is not going to open for me. What is in these pits? Oh, there's an assassin droid to the left. I'm fairly certain and falling down any of these pits would mean death. Ah! Run away! It's okay, I'll be safe up here. These dumb droids can't jump. So, where do these conveyor belts go? Well, it's a good thing that this welder corrosion finding vision can also sort of act like night vision However, there is nothing at the end of this hallway. I see no reason for this conveyor belt to exist. Let's just go back to the last area. And please shut the door before the assassin droid gets through. Very nice. Okay, let's see. There's an angle adjustment thing here. I suppose I'm going to have to launch this box. Do I have to launch it onto that tram thing? That would be a very strange way to get it onto that. It passes by so closely next to the box.
An ion for droid battery power. It's one in love.
Well, let's see. We probably want the max angle and at least 50% power. Launch! We need more power! Let's see what 100% can do. Launch! Launch? I need another box. I think that thing was supposed to drop a box, but the animation seems a bit messed up. 100% power is too much. Let's try 80% power. New box. Launch. I think that will work once the actual tram thing is there. Just gotta wait for the thing. Now it's there. Launch! Oh, I have miscalculated the angle, apparently. Middle angle it is. I've only found the one large battery, so I'm gonna try to edge my power as low as it will go. Wait for the thing. Launch! Huh? Wait, it like kind of worked though. Why did it stop working? It like started to pick it up. You know, it's possible that the 100-ton box is simply not magnetic enough. Yeah, I think I need a magnetic box instead. How do I get one of those? Or it could be that the 100-ton box is just a demonstration of how much power I'll need, and I'm the thing that's supposed to get launched, since I am magnetic. But I don't see any way to get onto this thing. Oh look, there's batteries in here. Good, now I can spend longer trying to figure out how to play this game. Well, let's see. If we follow this thing, it goes over here and drops down directly there to where I almost have the ramp. See, my thinking is that we get the box to drop here, and then I fling up there. But the problem is I can't get the box to attach to the magnets in the first place. That box should definitely be attached to that magnetic thing right now. The only other thing I could think of is maybe somehow get the assassin droid up there, but it's currently stuck walking on a conveyor belt, so I don't see anything else around here to do. Oh, that worked! Sure, why not? I better get over to the launching ramp thingy. Okay, let's do it. Launch me! Yeah! No! Huh. Well, I think my droid needs to be a little heavier. Let's go for a heavier torso so that I get launched at a better angle instead of hitting the ceiling and falling down immediately. Step 1, move the ramp. Step 2, set angle to 3 and power to 20%. Don't forget to spawn the box before you launch. Oh, that didn't work. Step 4, continue fiddling with the puzzle until it works. There we go. Step 5, run like hell. Step 6, hope that you are now the correct weight and the angle is going to work. There we go. Perfect. Now where do I insert this data disk? Probably to this receptacle that looks oddly data disk shaped.
I don't think that worked.
Why not?
I don't think that works.
Are you sure?
I don't think that works.
Ah, I had to look down first.
Why, look. The secret code on a data disk spells out the word dance. You've reprogrammed all the assassins into harmless dancing droids.
I'm going hyper.
But the Jawa told me that the code was 32623 and that the assassin droids would then be an unmoving, useless hunk of metal.
Great jumping dinner! You have successfully reprogrammed all the assassin droids.
These tunes are out of this galaxy.
He did not say that the data disk contained the word dance and that they would turn into dancing droids. I've been lied to in the best way possible. Look at those droids boogie! I guess there really are alternatives to fighting. That alternative is dancing.
I couldn't have said it better, R2. Congratulations on a job well done. You turned all those destructive assassin droids into dancing droids without having to destroy a single one of them. See? The transformation is quite remarkable.
In recognition of your skills, our Jawa clan presents you with this certificate, making you apprentice droid builder.
Our mission is complete. Perhaps we should return to our ship and depart before these Jawas decide to practice their skills on me.
Did R2 just
Mustn't
hit
keep
thrust?
Master Luke waiting. He'll want to hear how we foiled the Empire's plan. Thanks to my help, of course. Well, I suppose we both helped R2. I wonder what kind of adventure Master Luke will send us on next. I just hope there's less sand.
C-3PO hates sand, confirmed. Also, really, Luke? This was the best usage of these droids? Was that the model of droid I was expected to build at the end? Cool. I did it. I beat the game. I mean, I only did it to the apprentice level, but that's good enough for me. You know what? This credit sequence took this game from a 9 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. Burning goddesses? What does that mean? Oh, this game uses the same engines as Mysteries of the Sith and Rebel Assault. I'm sure they've both been heavily modified, of course. But that is, interesting. There are a lot of people that worked on this game. And of course, you have to give very special thanks to George Lucas at the end of the credits. I think any game that doesn't do that doesn't count as a Star Wars game. What do Ewoks put on the floors of their homes? Indoor outdoor carpeting! RDRR.